And we start with some breaking news coming in. The MEA has just confirmed, in view of rapidly deteriorating security situation in Ukraine, including attacks in western parts of the country, it has been decided that the Indian embassy in Ukraine will be temporarily relocated to Poland. So that's the breaking news update that we are picking up at this point in time, that India has decided to relocate its embassy from Kiev to Poland. In fact, that is a confirmation coming in from MEA. Arindam Bakshi has taken to Twitter and has said, in view of the rapidly deteriorating security situation in Ukraine, including attacks in western part of the country, it's been decided that the Indian embassy in Ukraine will be temporarily relocated in Poland. So India has essentially now gone ahead and has decided to relocate its embassy from Kiev to Poland. Remember, the situation in Kiev remains extremely critical because you have the Russian troops that are now increasingly trying to encircle the Ukrainian capital. The attacks now coming in from the northeastern and northwestern sides towards Kiev. The southern part, as of now, as per reports and as per what Shavan has been telling us, are largely under the Ukrainian control. But for the moment, that's the latest breaking news update that we have. And Shivani is joining us with more details. Shivani, you've been tracking the latest from Poland on what the NATO plans look like and how West is also sending in more and more troops. But as for the Indian embassy located in Kiev is concerned, it's now going to be relocating itself in Poland, given the situation and the criticality of it in Kiev and around.
Katrine, the situation is changing in Ukraine each day, and the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs, Arindam Bakshi, has just given this information through his tweet that in view of the rapidly deteriorating security situation in Ukraine, including the attacks on the western parts of the country. Remember, the western parts of Ukraine were safe till now, but today we have seen a lot of attacks near Lviv too. So now it has been decided that the Indian embassy in Ukraine will be temporarily relocated in Poland. That is safe, and the situation will be reassessed in the light of the further developments. And the Indian embassy had evacuated more than 30,000 students of India in past few days since the attacks had begun in Ukraine from Russian side. And this Operation Ganga has been quite successful in
Shivani, let's quickly go across to Abhishek Kapoor, also joining us on this broadcast. Abhishek, given the situation on ground, the Indian embassy in Kiev will now be relocated to Poland. What are you picking up, Abhishek?
Well, so this is an information coming in through the Twitter handle of Ministry of External Affairs, Katrine, where they have said that given the situation as it is panning out in Ukraine and particularly in the capital Kiev, the government of India and the Ministry of External Affairs have decided that the embassy should be relocated and moved to Warsaw in Poland, including because of the attacks that are taking place in western parts of the country. Essentially, we have seen how rocket attacks have started even in Lviv, which is a town bordering Poland, and that's why we have this decision coming in so far as the government of India is concerned. Katrine.